What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is 10 Farthings here, and today I'm bringing you a gameplay commentary. It's going to be a bunch of three different clips, all using the same setup. They were all pretty much from the same session, and I thought that it was going to be a cool thing to do. So anyway, but today what we're talking about is we're talking about my opinion on Stranges, because I like the idea of Stranges, even though, well, it's a little complicated for me. So let's talk about it. Stranges they're an interesting idea. They're just a weapon that you can see how many kills you've gotten on it. Now, in other games, I don't usually like to use Call of Duty as an example for anything like that. But in Call of Duty, all you have to do is go to your barracks, or whatever it's called in there, and you can see how many kills you got with each weapon. So what's interesting about this is that Stranges, or the ability to see how many kills you have on a weapon, wasn't implanted right away into the game, or there wasn't any way to check it, which I thought was kind of odd. I know when I started playing it, I wish I could see how many kills, and then later they added Stranges to the game. I started playing a while ago, but the point is, it's an interesting idea that you have to pay more money or trade more to get these Stranges. Now, that being said, I like Stranges a lot. I know personally it makes me want to play with the weapon more. And when I don't get to just regular weapons, I'll try them out. But when I have a Strange of a weapon, I end up playing it a lot more. And then I don't get frustrated with it as easily, or I don't give it up as easily, because I can see how many kills I've gotten. I can see my progress that I've made. I can see that I've been doing a lot. So that is something that really, I like it a lot. For example, this Liberty Launcher was just an extra thing I got in a trade, because there was a little bit of an imbalance in terms of the amount of metal owed, and someone couldn't pay the refined. I got this Liberty Launcher just as like collateral for a trade I did. I forget exactly what I was trading away, but it was a really good trade now that I see it, because I never knew that I liked the Liberty Launcher so much. And that's partially why I decided to make this the background, or the gameplay, while I talk about this topic, because it's true. Like, you can get a Strange of a weapon, not on purpose or just out of nowhere, and you can end up liking it a lot. And that's what happened with me. That also happened with me with the shortstop for a while. Well, not so much that I liked it a lot, but it allowed me to broaden my horizons in terms of the weapons that I tried. And so it gives you a new perspective when you have a Strange of a weapon, because you can use a weapon that you don't usually use, and that's pretty cool. Now, the other thing about Stranges, though, that I don't really like is that you can't find them. In the sense that you can't find them just randomly. I kind of wish that you could just find them randomly, because you can find hats randomly, and they're worth a lot more. So I wish that you could find them another way besides for just opening crates. Now, I understand that this is Valve's way of making a little money, and that makes sense why they make you buy keys to open crates to get it. But I still wish that it didn't happen like that, because Stranges, you can find a lot of these cool weapons, and the main reason people are gonna go crazy and open a bunch of crates these days is if they're looking for a hat, or an unusual hat. So at this point, now that Stranges are kind of they're being worn in, they have been worn in. They have a lot of use on them, and a lot of people have opened crates already, and there's a lot in circulation. At this point, I think it might be wise to start releasing some of the Stranges. You know, the Stranges that are worth like maybe a scrap each. You can find them, and that might deflate the value even. I mean, that might inflate the value even more, but it's going to allow for more people to enjoy it. And sometimes for the people who can't afford to buy keys, or I know I don't buy any keys. Not that I can't afford it, it's just I don't like to spend money on this game, because you can just trade for everything. That's another thing, where you can just trade for everything, so there's no reason to make it so you have to open a crate. I mean, at this point, the pricing for a crate is kind of ridiculous. $2.50 for like a 1 in 3 shot of a Strange you want, that you could probably get for maybe a refined. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I know that they opened the what's it called, the marketplace, or the store, I forget the name of it, but they opened that up and they allow it for keys to be sold for a little cheaper, and that makes sense. that kind of makes sense. Let the market decide the value of a key, and that's what I think they should do. I think instead of having the Steam marketplace sell keys, I think they should just maybe take a little bit off when you sell it on the marketplace, and they're still gonna make money that way. They're still gonna make money, maybe not as much, but they're gonna make it in a different kind of way, and I think they're gonna make a lot of people more willing to buy keys if the market decides what a key is worth. You know how like eBay, when you post something, it charges you a little bit of money, and I know there isn't anything really worth that much that a little bit of money wouldn't be a huge dent in profits. But it's an interesting idea. That's an idea I've been playing with, where instead of having the marketplace sell keys for $2.50, you let the online people or whatever decide that maybe a key is worth $1 or something like that. Like that would make a lot more sense. Or even hell, they should make Steam sales with keys the prices are lowered. Because I know like during the summer sale or something like that, just make keys like $1. You're gonna get a lot of people who are gonna just stack up on keys, and then in the end, when you open a crate, you almost never make your money back. But the fact that they would go on sale would probably encourage a lot more people to say, "Oh no, I have to buy it right now." So that's just my opinion. But anyway, back to the actual Stranges. Stranges have really they've really changed the way I play the game, and I started to focus around how many kills I have on a strange weapon and the next strange weapon to get. And it adds a new aspect to trading, where trading used to just be about hats, like how many hats you could collect and what kind of hats, strange, unusual hats. And adding Stranges to the game has added a new aspect to the trading part. And a lot of times, these trading servers, the majority of the people are just trading Stranges. So it does, and also because in order to get Stranges, they want you to play the game more so you can get refined and stuff. So the Stranges also were a good idea because they encourage, it's basically making a commodity that people want, and it encourages people to play the game more so they can get more weapons, so they can get more medals, so they can get more Stranges. It's a never-ending cycle, and I don't like strange parts personally. I find them kind of weird, but I do understand the merit behind them. So. Anyway, I might have a part 2 because I can talk about my opinions on opening crates and Stranges for a very long time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's coming to the close. Tell me if you like this setup. I like using this setup a lot with the Liberty Launcher, the buff banner, and I was just using the pan for fun. But tell me if you like the setup, and I might do more of it. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Alright, peace out.